It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll see DJ Moore, always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bears and the Eagles, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Garden joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where you can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where you just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Bears at 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Off the option, here's Taylor. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And here's a very low line drive, almost 13-yard line. Now for the first time we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the Bear sack with a loss of 5. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Taylor. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Back to throw. Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gave him 39 that time.
That's a great job working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they move. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now an option play on second down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go now on first and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Fields. He'll drop this down to Taylor. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got room. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run behind center with Gainwell. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
But first down, Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 50, here's Fields. Past the 20. Fop touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big start like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he hit, and the ball is jarred free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you prayed for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
They took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right? And on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Fields. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it with the option right. Stiff-armed him. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. To about the 40-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. To throw is Fields. Forced out to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 3rd and 2, Fields. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. In motion left, the tight end. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonathan Taylor with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 59 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark. How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them. On first down, it's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Taken at the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third. He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Hurts. Wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprising defense there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 39, Fields. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
But I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback. But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. And it all starts up front in the trenches.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise. Pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
They have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun and give to Gainwell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, 31 yards. And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he'll go down at the 28.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Taylor. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5, eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing area.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught by Brown. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, a run with Gainwell.
And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here comes Jonathan Tanner and his teammates.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
To throw is Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
The 20. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gold with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They're going for it with the option right. They find some open field here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
They'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. This is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bears, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll see DJ Moore. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bears and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand it.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This take it in at the goal line. Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their fifth-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen. Into the air right away is Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on it, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now here's Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen again. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
To throw again on second down. Allen got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down, Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On the return, Hardy. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Buying time to his left.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has punted out our house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
That rushing title is definitely within sight. So the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Bears at 11-3 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a give to Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On play action, Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he's got this one complete to Sherfield. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain. They'd see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Harris is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
When we're watching tape to prepare for this game, one thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. They're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Fields now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 10-7 our score after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Now here's Trenton Gill now. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Allen. Flushed out right. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw him. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
4 yards on the pickup.
Off the option, here's Taylor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this a very, very short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Allen off the bootleg. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Gets around him. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
To throw is Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Offense returns to the field as the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. But the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen, he's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Deontay Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Allen toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To the air, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 93 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 61 yards. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week he totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Ball start.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Allen going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On first down, Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
Rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 49 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Now it's Fields.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here's Hardy set to return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
He's toppled the century mark already received. Closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? He's got
a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you start to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Again, it's Harris. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
And whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36. 145 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Give him 18 on that one, as the Bills are going to have a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled it for a loss.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't
doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4. He got 4 on third down. Now a give to Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Boogie Basham earning himself a tackle for a loss as he stops him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And here come the Bills. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Allen. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
They hand this off to Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play call, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and that will force a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Out of the gun, Fields. He's got a man, complete. 30, 10, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And, oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Allen and the Bills now down by 13. A minute 45 to play. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. Throwing is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the play. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills say they have it, and they do. And the Bills have recovered. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They had the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Now Allen. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Allen. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Allen.
Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Allen.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think they